like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner, and this is my review for the season 4 finale of Empire season 4. This is episode 9. I hope everyone had a great day. We had a huge, well, not huge. We had a nice size snowstorm today. We got about 5 inches of snow. I ended up leaving work early because I didn't want to drive in the snow. As it got worse and worse and worse throughout the evening, but that's typical Michigan weather. It is what it is. But I hope everyone else had a great day, and I made it home safely, and that's all that matters. So, you know what I'm saying? Love, love, love to everyone, everywhere, dealing with whatever they're dealing with. Let's get into this particular episode. This was a good episode. However, I can say that I guessed 2 things, like, as it was happening. I already knew what was going to happen, but we'll talk about that later. So the beginning of the episode starts off, we see, who was the Funkmaster Flex, you know what I'm saying, who was introducing, you know, the king of the Lion Throne, the king of Empire, and I'm like, who the king of Empire? Lucius out here doing songs now? I know they're going to say Jamal the king, and I know Hakeem at the king, so who's the king of Empire? What's going on? Is it going to be a whole little trio? What's going on? Nope, it was none other than Andre. I'm like, oh, Andre's all better? Is he all better? Because he come down, he's singing a little song. And Andre has a good voice. Well, Trey Byers, who plays Andre, has a good voice. I think I had heard him sing before when they kept on saying, like, does Andre sing too? Like, does he have a voice? And he does. It's a, I mean, if that was him singing, I don't know, because you never know what he shows. I believe it was him singing, though. And his voice sounded good. So, you know, he's singing. We see, you know, Jamal in the audience. We see Hakeem. We see, you know, Cookie. We see all the screaming fans. You know, yeah, Dre! Yay! And Dre looks around and he doesn't see Lucius. And he starts screaming for, you know, Daddy! Daddy! Screaming for his daddy. Daddy, daddy. Looking for his daddy. And then we come to realize Hakeem actually hallucinating. Well, not hallucinating, but he's in a coma. He's in an induced state. And Lucius, as we see them, he's actually in the hospital. We see Lucius is sitting beside him, trying to calm him down from this little episode. And, you know, he's saying, you know, Lucius saying, you know, Daddy has you now. It's okay. It's okay. Daddy has you now. And I'm like, oh, he just wants his daddy. That's so cute. That's so sweet. The nurse come in like, you know, he can hear you when y'all are here. And, you know, it's okay. When his mom was here, his heart rate slowed down. Or maybe his blood pressure went down. One of the two. But he feels when they're there, even though he isn't responsive to them. He is basically in an induced coma. They gave him meds to sedate him, so they can wean him off the drugs that the doctor had put him on. But she's like, you know, he basically had a psychotic break based on this medication that they put him on, you know, and it's gonna take some time for us to realize how, you know, what shape his brain is in, if he has any lasting effects from this. And I'm like, damn, Dre just can't catch a break. I mean, he lost a baby, he lost a Rhonda, you know, he was in love with Pamela, and she was a figment of his imagination. I mean, I just need something good to happen to Dre. I mean, Dre has done some dirt too, don't get me wrong. He does his things wrong. But I'm like, damn, he killed his Uncle Vernon by accident, you know what I'm saying? Just so much. Wait, did he kill Vernon or did Rhonda kill Vernon? Somebody killed Vernon. I think it was him though. But yeah, so you know, Lucius is saying to him, because the nurse said, you know, he can hear you. He's aware of you being here. She says, you know, the people will pay dearly for what they did to you. You know, I'm your daddy and I'm back. Because we know Lucius is trying to reiterate that he's back, even though he's not fully Lucius. He's a cross between Lucius and Dwight. It's really, really true. It's like, you know, an eye for an eye, tooth for a tooth, and blood for blood, and soul for bloody soul. Which means if you took my son's, you know, soul or whatever, then, you know what I'm saying, you gotta go. You know, something gonna happen. So from there, we see Lucius and Cookie talking, and he's asking her, like, how are we getting revenge? Like, what's gonna happen? And she's like, you know, don't you worry about that. You know, I got this, because I can't take the chance that you gonna be Dwight and not do stuff the right way. And he like, you know what I'm saying? What are you talking about? I don't even know who that is. And she's like, well, okay, well, fine. We'll talk about it when we come back from this party. So, yeah. We then see Diana, Anika, and Angelo kind of meeting and whatever, talking about their big party that they're having, and security is saying how, you know, we have everything locked up tight. You know, we've vetted everyone, the workers, the security. We have metal detector. We have all this. We have as much security as you need. You could be Barack Obama right now. We have all the security that you're gonna ever need in America at your party. Don't worry, you safe. And she's like, okay, cool. She then was telling Anika to check on some things. I'm like, Anika, you are her son's girlfriend, is you her assistant? Cause she was taking all the notes down. I'm like, is she an assistant now? I mean, what did you? Who knows, girl? Who knows? So Nika walks away to do what Diana has instructed her to do. And, you know, Angelo's like, you know, do you think this is smart for us to have this big party when we are at war with the Lions? And she was like, honey, I am not at war with anyone. You know what I'm saying? And we're going to have this party because I want a party and it is what it's going to be. And I'm like, Diana is on this steez of, I won. You know, Andre's in the hospital. Hakeem, you know, lost custody of the baby. Jamal is heartbroken over Warren. We're not at war. We won. And she's sitting up on her high horse looking down at the peasants as they pick, you know, up the scraps that she's thrown to them and broke up their lives. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. So we then see they're at like a party for Eddie because Eddie is like leaving because Lucius is back and he was only there temporarily to assist Cookie. So like Portia was eating some food. Becky got a little sick. And when Becky got a little sick, I said, Becky pregnant. Like, because my thing, I wish they could have, I don't know if they was trying to make people guess what it was, but anytime a woman is around food and she gets nauseous and sick, it's a clue of she's pregnant, at least on TV shows. That's always what they do for people who they think pregnant. And I was like, she pregnant, and it's that boy. It was a big papa or little papa, whatever the papa dude was that she slept with. I don't know why she didn't use no condom, girl. You don't ever have sex with an ex and not use no condom. When you have sex with an ex, you use condoms, you use spermicide, you use everything. You take 4-5 birth controls, you take 4-5 Plan B pills, because you don't want to take not nan chance that a baby pops up from that. Because sex gets you one of 3 things. It gets you, no, I'll say 4. It gets you either back in the relationship because you just stupid and get your back. You get STD, you get pregnant, or you're smart enough to just walk away and you get clarity and an ending. But we see Becky has got a baby, so you know it is what it is. We see how Eddie's saying how he's gonna miss everybody because he's leaving, and they're trying to say, oh, you should stay, we love you. You know, he like, no, Lucius is back, y'all don't need me no more. We love you, we do need you, you know, it won't be the same. Well, okay, Eddie going on. I don't know how much, I don't dislike Forrest Whitaker's character, but it's something about him, I'm like, he up to something and I don't know what, or he gonna be up to something and I don't know what. It's just something. I don't know what, but it's something. You know what I'm saying? And we see how, you know, when he's saying, you know, Lucius is back, Cookie like, I don't know about that. You know, I don't know if he's fully back or not yet. And then we see who walks in. Here come Lucius coming in with his old little afro. Lucius go from afro to silky curl to afro to let your soul glow. I mean, his hair be doing all, I'm like, his hair just be doing all kind of stuff. And I'm like, okay, that's little mini afro Lucius. So that's Lucius. Okay, he back and he walking with a little cane, like how he fly, didn't fly, whatever. And him and Eddie are on the piano, like riffing and playing and stuff and making music. Okay, it was all cute. And I guess him coming in, being in that element is showing that, well, yeah, he is back to a certain extent. And it's cool because, you know, we love Lucius now. I told y'all before, I had an issue. I was like, I'm so tired of Lucius. He always so extra. He always conniving. He need to go away. And they damn took him away. And I was like, I don't want him gone like that. No, maybe bring him back. You know, okay. So I'm happy he's back. And he is this cross between the ruthless Lucius who, you know, rains hell upon anyone who crosses his family, but also he's Dwight who thinks about things before he rains hell upon people. You know, I like how it's both ways. So we then see Lucius, Cookie, Lucius, Cookie, Jamal, and Hakeem having a conversation basically about how they're going to get into the Dubois party. And what was cute was, you know, with Lucian saying how he's back. They're at the office in Empire, and she's like, are you ready to take your seat back at your throne? And his big old chair in the office. And she was like, you mean that the spot I've sat for 20 years when I built this company? hell yeah, I'm ready to take my seat. And you should take yours too. And he offers her the seat and says, have your throne because you are a queen. I was like, okay, see, that's Dwight. That's Dwight mixed with Lucius. I loved it how he did that. He's giving her accolades and her props because just as big as he is, he's like, you are too. We side by side, boo boo. But he goes and he sits on the piano, which I think is fitting because he's still in the room and he's a beast on music, you know, and things like that. So I'm like, okay, I get, you know, she's sitting in that particular chair, but he ain't too far. And he in his space too, where they're all there together. I liked it. So we see Thirsty come in basically saying how it's going to be damn near impossible to get into the party, how they have vetted, you know, security, the bodyguards, the cooking, the staff, the caterers, everybody down to the roaches who probably was running around in the walls. And she says, what about the, you know, the music or whatever? No, she didn't. She didn't say that. He said the only thing they're waiting to do was like get a composer for the orchestra. And then Cookie is looking around like she looking at Lucius the whole time Thirsty talking. Lucius on the piano just tickling the ivies. And, you know, at one point Jamal and Hakeem said, well, shit, you know, me and Jamal can just walk in the front door. That'll create they'll see us coming and that'll be like a distraction. And then Cookie like, Lucius, you ain't got nothing. You see we up here playing stuff. You ain't got nothing to throw in. He like, well, I figured when y'all wanted my 2 cents, y'all letting them saying throw a signal my way. She's like, well, okay, here's your chance. And he was like, you know, we're lions. We don't do all of that. He's like, the way we always get into stuff is with the music. He's just playing this little song, and he's playing it, and I'm like, it sounds so beautiful and classical, whatever. It sounds all nice and stuff. I'm like, they're gonna get in through the band. So, we then see when Thirsty walks out, he sees Becky sitting somewhere and she's eating some chocolate, and it didn't even look like good chocolate, and she was crying a little bit or whatever. And he like, what's wrong, mama, you crying? She's like, no, I'm not crying, but tears all on her face. And he's like, come on now, no, I'm not crying. And then he like, is your hormones all messed up? And she slaps him. First of all, you can't be slapping people, Becky, because in this climate or you smack somebody, it's assault. And they can also probably do sexual harassment, just all kinds of stuff. You can't be putting your hands on people these days. So she looked at him and he was like, oh, who's the father? And she looked over like, he gave her his little handkerchief. I'm like, I told her she was pregnant. I knew her as was pregnant when she was getting sick. I'm like, okay, she pregnant. That ain't gonna be a hard secret. But she crying. Okay, girl, bye. So the next thing we see, you know, who popped up to Jamal's place? He thinking it's Hakeem bringing him whatever. Nope, it's Warren. Warren on beaten up face, sunken face looking, you know what I'm saying? He looks mighty bad. He looked like Hoppo just beat him. And, you know, he like, how you get in my place? He like, I paid the doorman $10,000 in cash that my aunt paid me to go away. And then he was like, you know what? You know, you deserve what you got. You know, you deserve every punch, every hit, everything or whatever like that. And he says, you know, I do admit, I do deserve everything that you did to me. I deserve to be beaten up, basically. He admits that. He says, but, you know, I really do love you, and I'm so sorry. Love don't live here no more, Warren. Get your ass up out my house is what I would have said. Like, I don't want to talk to you no more. But Warren says, look, I'm here because I had something to tell you that your family needs to know. I'm like, ooh, what you want to say, Warren? Please let them, you know. But I'm like, why didn't he? Well, he could have told Cookie some stuff too, but he didn't. He can't tell Jamal. So Jamal like, unless you're gonna tell me that you did not know what they were doing to my brother Dre, I don't hear shit from you. I don't care that you love me. Don't come and, you know, talking that love crap. I don't believe you. You ain't shit. You ain't gonna be shit. Nothing going head on about your business. And when he says, if you can tell me that you did not know what was on with Andre, I'll listen. And, you know, he kind of just looked away because he knew what was going on. He like, you knew this whole time what they were doing and you just let it happen. You know, my brother is a piece of him is basically dead because of y'all. You know, I can't believe you would do this. You know, get out my house. Go ahead on. You know, go away. Don't come back here no more. Don't you come back here no more. I think what he said, but I felt what he said. Because he was saying, go away. I don't get what you're saying. You know, you were a part of this and you could, he said, because he did say, you could have stopped this a long time ago if you really loved me, but you didn't. You let it play out. And, I mean, he was about to tell Jamal, but at the time he was about to tell Jamal, it was too damn late. You should have been told Jamal. I'm like, did it take a threesome for you to realize how much you love Jamal? Ugh, it's nasty. It's nasty. Wanted to have a threesome with that boy. So, he basically told him, you know, fuck you, fuck everybody who look like you, fuck your mama, fuck all your whole family, forget all y'all. Okay, I don't hear nothing. So Warren turns to walk away because Jamal ain't trying to hear it. And then Jamal says, Warren. I'm like, don't do it, Jamal. Don't do it, Jamal. But he says, what was you going to tell me? I'm like, okay, I got you for that. Let him know. So we don't hear what he tells him, of course, initially. So from there, we see Cookie and Lucius are there in a car driving, whatever. And, you know, Lucius is saying how she is dismissive towards him now. She's like, what are you talking about? He was like, it's because of my leg, ain't it? She's like, what? He like, you know, people think because I have one leg, I'm less of a man. You know, that's not true. I'm every bit of a man now. You know, with you know, my leg missing I was before, you know, it's fine. And he like, you know, if you get come into my bedroom, I'll show you how much of a man I am. And she's like, Lucius, this is not about sex. So we figure out that since he been back, him and Cookie ain't had sex. But I mean, I don't blame her because a lot has gone on. You've been gone for a few months. It was a whole bunch of little distance thing. And it's a whole bunch of y'all fight with the Dubois. I think she's not in a sexual mood. But, you know, when she says that about sex, she's like, yes, it's like, you think people don't look at me and see that I have one leg and wonder if I have sex? You know, do I take my prosthetic leg off? Does the girl touch the stump? You know, how do I have sex? Who do I have sex with? He was like, you know what I'm saying? You know, it is a part of what people think about when they look at me. And she says, look, don't none of that matter. You know, we trying to fight this war right now, you know what I'm saying? And I don't care about that. And he like I said, Vince would be mad because they messed up my family. She's like, no, it'll be mad because she came after me and my boys. And I'm like, y'all fighting the same battle. I mean, why can't vengeance be y'all's? Why can't it be one person's? But, you know, I think sometimes people want to get back at a person who particularly harmed them or whatever them. So I get it. But, you know, I was like, whatever. She do say, but you know, we don't have time for this because we only got one chance to take this bitch down and make her pay. So from there, we see Angelo on the phone and we hear him saying something about how it's not enough chairs and how the mirror don't have a chair. And I'm like, okay, are they going to get into the thing by bringing more chairs in? That's what I thought it was about. But when Angelo gets into his car, we see Lucius sitting in the passenger was sitting next to him and Cookie driving the car. I'm looking like they went and picked Angelo up. Like, just picked him up. Yes, they did, honey. And, you know, Lucius like, you know, we got some things to handle. So they drive somewhere. It's actually look a little back alley. And Lucius like, here, sign this. I ain't signing nothing, Lucius. I already know you, bro. No, I'm not going to do it. Lucius says it's a confession that you were aware that your mother kidnapped Bella and then used my son to speak against the family to get the baby taken away. You need to sign this or else. And he like, I ain't signing nothing. Nope, not gonna do it. And he says something like, you know, we have something in common. We both have a mother who loves to build us up but also tear us back down. And then Angelo said the only thing we have in common is we both, you know, bag the same chick. I'm like, did you just say that you had sex with Cookie? Well, Lucius didn't like that because what does he do? Bop, 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 bop. He basically pistol whipped Angelo. And I'm like, you pistol whipping people? And I was like, man, I hope his leg don't fall off. Like, he don't be pistol whipping him and he slip and fall because his leg came off. That's like I was thinking to myself. So, you know, Angelo on the ground, bleeding, you know, spitting out blood. He like, see, you know, I have my memories coming back. You know what I'm saying? And every memory I have of you is a bad one. Now, you either going to sign this contract or it's going to be covered in your mama's brains. I'm like, you going to kill his mother? You going to shoot her in the head? Okay, Lucius. And Angelo, sure enough, he signed it. Blood on his hand and everything. Now, I'm like, I don't know how much this contract going to hold up in court with blood on it. I'm just assuming someone would say it was given in duress. As Angelo said, you know, me signing it don't mean anything because I signed it under duress. It won't matter. Lucius didn't care about that. So then they put him in the car like, okay, now we're going to your party. I'm like, y'all done kicked at the man, beat the man up, and y'all going to make him take y'all to this party? Okay. Okay. So at the party, Angelo walked in. It's all nice and all classy and stuff. People got dresses on and everything. So from there, Angelo walk up, whole face beat in. He got blood on his little lapel, blood on his shirt. His mama like, Angelo, what? And he like, don't make a scene. He like, don't bring attention to it. You know, just calm down. You know, it was the Lions. And she was like, oh my God. And he was like, something else. They hear. You know, I couldn't stop him. I mean, you could have, but you didn't because you ain't about that life. So then all of a sudden, we see Cookie and Lucius tangoing. Now, I mean, okay, they was tangoing. I mean, Okay, it is what it is. So Angelo's in there, he looking all beat up, and I'm like, well, you think about it, Angelo and Warren got the same bruises. So I mean, to me, that means Jamal and Lucius both beat ass the same way because I mean they both beat the people up and they got the exact same bruises, but it is what it is, falling out and everything. And then we see how they're like, yeah, last year, well no, they're like all the other like Angelo. Jamal come in, Hakeem come in, they perform that ghetto ass version of that song. And then Cookie and Lucius said, yeah, you didn't think of that, classical people knew classical, no, ghetto people knew classical music. They had the orchestra, it was their musicians. Because again, they do classical music too on their music. So yeah, Jamal and, Hakeem performed that ghetto ass Love is Drug song. I mean, it was definitely a ghetto version. I liked it though. I liked it. I did. It was a ghetto version, but with the orchestra, so kind of classical too. It was different. But no one in the audience was really liking it, except a couple of black people, because they was rapping and cussing and fussing and stuff, and it was a lot for them to deal with. They're not used to that kind of music. So, Quickly like, yeah, my babies. Okay. So Diana like, where's the police? Call the police. And it was, it was a mess. I'm not even gonna go scene by scene. Basically at this party, after they did that whole performance or whatever, they're like, okay, no, don't nobody go nowhere yet. We got a video for y'all. They then put on a video screen Warren admitting that Diana kidnapped Bella and that she's basically a kidnapper. Said she's a despicable woman, she forced me to do this and she forced me to do that. And Angela's like, what the, did you call him a snitch? Something that he a punk basically. And then Angelo then tells his mom, I'm going to go find Warren and what do you say? I'm going to go find Warren and put him down like a rabid dog. I'm like, why you gotta be a rabid dog? I mean, but if you think of Angelo was mad as if they didn't do what he's saying they did. I mean, y'all kind of started it. All Cookie did was break up with you. And y'all because she broke up with you and your loud mouth ass said stuff on the microphone that you did. She didn't make you do that. You act like she really did. She didn't do nothing wrong besides she broke up with you. You all mad. So Cookie then admits how she kidnapped Bella. And she's like, she got all kind of people working with her. That's her daughter over there. That's Angelo's sister. And next to her, that's Dr. So-and-so, Andre's doctor. And he prescribed my son psychotic pills. And my son already has mental issues. And they made him have a psychotic break. So she drugged my son. And they're like, oh, Diana. So in front of all these affluent people in the community, she's airing out all of Diana's dirty deeds. And they all looking like, oh my God, I can't believe it. So she then said she paid her nephew to seduce my son and break his heart. She drugged my one son. She done all of this. She's a horrible person. And I'm like, well, okay. And then it went to commercial. So from there, we go to Anika trying to pack a bag. Now, I don't know where she's trying to go that fast, but she's like, I'm packing the bag. Get Bella ready. But nope, guess who come up? Here come Hakeem. Hakeem like, nope, she's coming with me. Sign this. I'm like, y'all got all these documents prepared to be, okay, if you say so. So she like, what is this? And it was documents to sign over her rights to relinquish custody of Bella and to basically give custody back to Hakeem. And she's like, please don't take my baby from me. And he was like, we basically, Warren told us where the evidence was that shows you with Diana at the time that Bella was kidnapped. So you're basically an accessory to kidnapping. And if you don't give me custody of her, I'm going to turn it over to the police and you going to prison. And he's like, and it ain't no statute of limitations on kidnapping. Oh, and she crying. Oh my God, don't take Bella from me. Bitch, you did that to him though. And he said, you crying as if you didn't do the same thing to me. But the difference is, you could have been in Bella's life. You can be in Bella's life, but you took it the other way. And he was like, so sign it over. You can no longer use Bella as a pawn, as a bargaining tool, and we can see where this go. But other than that, me and Bella leaving. And then she signs the papers and he leaves and she crying. But I don't know why Nika crying, because the exact same thing that you did to him, he did to you, except he keep telling you, I don't want to have you out of her life. But again, you don't deserve custody of her right now. You don't. As much dirt and craziness as the Lions have done, they love baby Bella. And Anika, again, just wanted her as a meal ticket. That's basically all it was. So he leaves with Bella. So from there, we see back at the party, everyone looking at Diana like she's a low down, dirty kidnapper. And some, Cookie was like, she's basically a common criminal. So some white woman was like, no. Diana then said, all of y'all are pathetic. I don't care about none of this. And then some white woman said, you kidnapped the baby? And I was just like, she kidnapped the baby. You know what I'm saying? It was what it was. So from there, basically the cops come in because she called the cops. She's like, oh my God, thank God you guys are here. And they're like, Diana Dubois. And she's like, yes, please arrest him. And he was like, no, you're under arrest for the kidnapping of Bella Lying. And I'm looking like, oh, she got kidnapped. Oh, she got kidnapped. I was happy. I really, really was. You should never be happy to see a black woman go to prison. But I was happy to see that. I also hope, Angela, I don't know about that. But the doctor who drugged Dre, his ass need to go to prison too, because he is a whole goddamn gone doctor could work in. You know what I'm saying? You just did a whole bunch of stuff that you should not have. You damn near killed that boy. But they ain't show that part. But they showed Diana getting arrested. Cookie like, yeah, take it away. Okay, now let's live this party up. And then the party continues without Diana. And everybody was kind of happy to be partying with Cookie. I'm like, okay, Cookie. So from there, we then see we see Warren, and he's like at a hotel here, knock on the door, and he thinking it's Jamal. I'm looking like, oh, so Jamal know where you at? But I'm guessing Jamal probably hid him since he was telling them what was going on. But nope, it was Angelo. Angelo then found Warren, gun in hand, trying to get him down or whatever, and he like, isn't this cute? You thought I was Jamal. And then the next couple seconds, who come in? Here comes Jamal. And then, Angela got the gun. My thing is, you got one gun, two people. You can't kill us both. So it's like, who you gonna shoot first? So he like, this ain't no Romeo and Juliet. Y'all think y'all can just fall back in love and then make up sex? I'm like, Angelo, you was crazy. So he then shoots Warren. I'm looking like, oh, you done shot Warren. So he didn't shoot Warren. Warren shot, fall back on the bed. Because it was at a hotel. Fall back on the bed, and now him and Jamal are fighting over the gun. I'm looking like, they gonna shoot Jamal again. He got shot in season 3? I think season 3. I'm like, they can't shoot that man again. So they tussling over the gun, tussling. And then the gun go off. And I'm like, they gonna kill Jamal. Oh, shit. But no. It's Warren. Not Warren. It's Angelo. Angelo is shot in the stomach and falls to the ground. Jamal is panicking like, oh my God. You see Angelo on the ground. He bleeding. Look over Warren on the bed. He laying still. Warren then sits up because as we see, Angelo just shot him in the shoulder. So he's at least alive. He ain't dead. And Jamal's like, no. He's trying to get Angelo to wake up to not be dead. So he's calling 911, saying, I need the ambulance. Someone's been shot. I think they might be dead. And then we see that scene goes off. We then see Cookie and Lucius talking, and they're leaving the party. And Lucius is basically kind of giving her an ultimatum. And he's saying, look, I want us to get back to where we were. And she's like, back? What are you talking about? He was like, basically, either I need you to be back in my bed or move out the house. And I'm like, well, damn, that's basically saying, give me some coochie and leave. So she says, you know what? Well, I guess I'm moving out. She's like, look, I want us to be together, but I feel like after everything that happened, we should still take it slow. I agree. It's a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot that happened. And he says, but I love you. And she's like, and I love you too. And I think it's the first time they both realize that they love each other. But they've been apart for so long. You can't just fall back into comfortable spaces. You do have to take your time and date, be together. And it don't have to be sexual. But I think I think Lucius just wants some coochie. It is what it is. So he just tells the driver to, get his love home safe. So, yeah. It was a weird scene. We see Eddie leaving out with some little girl. I'm going to call her a little girl. Maybe she was 20. And we see Nicole Ari Parker rushing in like, Eddie, who was that girl? And I'm like, what the hell? It's his ex-wife. And she then said, like, please tell me the story isn't real. And I'm like, story? And then he like, what are you talking about? And she like, you ain't seen the news? I'm like, damn, is they gonna make it seem like Eddie is being accused of like sexual misconduct? He's maybe messing with little young girls, because the girl he was walking out with, I think when the girl, they said, how old are you? I think the girl said 15. I'm hoping she was joking. I don't know. But I'm like, okay, are they gonna kind of interpret this whole sexual climate of things going on? But no, to find out money where they invested, it was a whole Ponzi scheme, like a Bernie Madoff thing, and they poor, all the money gone. What are we gonna do? You know, I'm your one ex-wife, you're the other ex-wife, you got all these kids, like, what you gonna do? And he like, I got a plan, you know, they like me here, I'm gonna stay here, I'm gonna stay on here for a little while, you know, I'm gonna get it figured out, and, you know, don't worry about it, let me handle this. And I'm like, see, it's just something about Eddie that I don't trust and I don't know what. I'm like, is he gonna try to embezzle some money? Like, why he said, like, let me handle this? Like, why can't you say, well, I'm still work? Like, I was confused, like, what's going on here? But we have to wait for the next scene. So the end of the episode was basically, we see Cookie moving stuff out, but she still stays at Lucius's for the night, because she wants to still spend the night with him. But, you know, we then see that scene go to Shine finding Andre. And he's talking to Andre like, yeah, you should talk to the cops. And I'm like, you do know he can't hear you, right? But he's standing over the body as if he wanted to do something to Andre. But then Lucian walk up like, hey, Shine, what you doing here? How you find Andre? I got my sources, you know, I was coming to check on him. You know, me and him became real cool or whatever. But I'm going to leave y'all, you know, family time. So, he tells Andre how, you know, we got the people who did this to you. And, you know what I'm saying, son, I'm back. You know, I need you to come back stronger. So, as he's saying that to Andre, Andre is mumbling. He's, you know, he's mumbling. Pop, don't be mad. Don't hate me. Don't be mad at me. He's like, I won't be mad. I don't hate you, son. He says, I did it. I tried to kill you. And I'm looking like, he admitted it. And as he's admitting it, and Lucius is looking shocked, someone comes in and puts a needle in Lucius's neck, and Lucius dozes off. So Cookie then wakes up, and she is in the bed, and Lucius isn't there. Lucius, where you at? Lucius ain't there. And the first thing I said when the needle went in his neck, and I said, Lucius is somewhere in the scene from Misery. And I'm pretty sure Claudia got his ass, and she is acting like Kathy Bates and that man in Misery. And sure enough, Lucius is tied on up on the bed in the cabin, all Misery like, and Claudia like, I told you I would never leave you. I'm like, this bitch is crazy. So Claudia then kidnapped Lucius, and that's how the episode goes off. So we see that it does not come back on until next year, to the spring, I think it said. I don't want to wait that long, but I guess I had no choice. We did see previews of the next season. It looks good. It looks really, really good. I'm assuming that ain't going to be the whole season they showed us, but it's probably the first couple episodes. But yeah, it looked good, so I can't wait. So that was my review of Empire. It was really good episode. A couple of different things, cliffhangers, you know, with, you know, Lucius knowing the truth. Now he missing, you know, Andre saying that, you know, Hakeem has Bella. What's going to happen with Warren? Is Angelo alive? Just everything is going to, I'm here for it. So, I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. Put any comments below. Other than that, I will talk to you guys later. Peace.